Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Uh, I'm Nina, and today on my channel we'll be talking about familiars. I hear a lot of questions and a lot of other information from people wondering what a familiar spirit is, what a animal guide is, spirit guide, um, what they can do, how can you contact them, what they are, and so much more about them. Here's so many questions and all this other stuff coming around about them. I figured I share a little bit of what I found, a bit about them. Also, I'm just gonna say, like, this is just basically some of the research I came across. A lot of people have come across different research. Some of them just mainly search familiar spirits or animal guides or spirit guides based on their path that they're taking. I actually came across a bit about Wiccan and a little bit about folklore first. It came across as I was researching it. But as we begin, I will start with saying familiars have always been recognized as a witch's companion. Um, they're they could be they're animal, birds, or creatures that help you. Well, witches, Wiccans, pagans, the folklore fairy, just with their magic, just help you improve your magic, make it more powerful. Um, it's not necessary for a witch to have a familiar, but you can. Many have pets, because that's also been a question too. Can your pets be your familiar? Now, many have pets and they feel this connection, this link to them, and they with that you could it just if you feel that you can build on that relationship. Some people have a favorite animal. They have a connection to a certain animal. With that, they like collect pictures or sculptures or jewelry or blankets, pillows, something that has this animal or creature on it because they're drawn to it. They love that. That's their favorite animal. Um, you, based on that, if you, how do I say this? Basically, you're drawn to that animal, so that animal could be your spirit guide or your familiar, as the other term is. Uh, just to also say, some familiars can come consciously, like you can call upon them to call them, and some come subconsciously, like you don't call them, they just come from out of the blue because they feel they should reach out to you at this time. Um, this is also something I felt very important that people should know. Obviously, a lot of witches do know this. Um, familiars, they're not owned. They're free. They they base all of their stuff on free will and their intuitions and how they and that's how they make their decisions, and that's how their decisions are final. They form their task based on the way they assist their witch. Um, your familiar will enhance your power no matter what it is. So, say you're a green witch, or you work on candle magic, crystal magic, you're a Wiccan, or herb magic, anything, they will enhance that and help build up your power. They'll tell you how to go about it, what steps to take. Um, Animals as familiars become in touch. Reason why a lot of witches or Wiccans or pagans choose animals because they're so closer to nature. They're more in tune with nature than many other humans or anything else could be because of how they live or who they are. They are so into tune with it that we Wiccans and witches all feel more connected to animal spirits than we do others. If a familiar comes subconsciously without a plan, it just like I said before, it basically it's your time to enhance your power. It's their time to pass you messages, give you more information you need to help further you on your path. But they are not like other pets. Like a lot of household pets, they're not like them at all. Um, Another thing I came across for the familiars is they're, yes, as I said, they're familiar spirits, but they're also known as familiars or animal guides. Um, a lot of us believe it to be a supernatural entity who will assist folks and witches to practice their magic. They appear to us more as animal spirits or a humanoid figure or like a three-dimensional form. The main purpose of a familiar is to serve the witch or the young witchlings, as I say, to protect them, to come to enhance their new power or to help develop their power. Basically anything to help a beginner witch or an advanced witch to even enhance their power even more. Modern Wiccans have familiars, companions in both the spiritual and physical realms. We basically choose these animal spirits because they can go into different realms to get messages or stuff that we need to practice on to help make us further on our path. If there's something that we need to know about, they will give that message. They'll help us in during our spiritual awakenings and all the stuff that we use for our journey. They help us with that. In some cases, familiar spirits were called demons or evil, while animal spirits were thought as saints and angels, and they look after us. I also felt that was a little bit more important to talk about as well, because a lot of people always ask, are they like evil or are they really there to help you? It just depends on how you look at it. How to find your familiar spirit or your animal guide, however you want to talk about it as wise. It varies from person to person, so each person uses different methods. Many find it astral projection as one. Some use lucid dreams. Some use deep meditation, or other methods to find their familiar. It's important method to follow your instincts. If you are in a lucid dream or meditation or something, or astral projection, or if there's an animal that's constantly crossing your path, it is very important. That's how you, like, mostly, like I said before, how you find your books or something. Your intuition is what's important. If something is drawing you more towards it, then that's what you should fully go on. If you're in a lucid dream and you're trying to figure out and contact your spirit guide, and you got like these multiple paths, your intuition will tell you like which way to go, what draws you more. If you have any affection to an animal or a pet, so that I've seen a lot of questions about can your pets be your familiars? If there isn't a pet that you are very drawn to, a lot of it, yes, you always love your pets. That's basically not the type of affection that they're talking about. It's got to be like this type of connection. But if it is there and you feel it and your intuition is telling you to follow the signs and give you this sign and telling you this is what it is, then you can build that relationship with your pet and have them more around your when you do your spells, casting your circles, your altars, anything, basically your research, you can have them there. This is where I came about with the folklore. It says folklore believes about it from cunning folk and white witches. They practice with familiars in the wild. They're more connected to them in the wild. They contact them at night and at the full moon by listening to which animal sounds they hear first. So I had to share that because I felt that was very interesting, because they only look for theirs at a certain time. at day, like, well, at nighttime, basically. It's just a big certain time, and whatever animal they hear first, that is their spirit guide, their familiar. And I felt that was like really, like, it was really awakening to hear that, because some people may have not known that. They may look a different way. Here are some animals that can be spirit guides I felt were more intuiting, is more I hear more about. A dog, it can teach you about loyalty. They protect you, alert you from danger. A cat, which teach you independence. They protect you as well. You have the goat, which is a sacred Greek god Pan's, who is half goat, half human. And then you have the air rabbit, which is a sacred to the witch. You have the spider, which they hide easy, so you have that. You have a ferret, a bat, an owl, a toad, a raven, or a crow. Like, there were so many that you can have as a spirit guide or your familiar. The more you go into it, the more you can. There's always going to be more stuff to learn about them, so always research. I do plan to do another video about questions that you guys have. So if you want to comment below, or if you're on my app, my witch app that I have, you can also message me or comment on those videos as well about questions you would like to know about and me to answer. I hope you like this video, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.